Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a Java full stack developer, uh, currently using Java Spring Boot microservices and React TypeScript. And for cloud, I'm using AWS. Today, I'm going to explain from scratch uh, what is Java and how it is differ from other programming language and how we build a Java program. And later, we'll go to create how to web application using Java Spring Boot microservice, React, and AWS. So, what is Java? Java is a object-oriented programming language to create web application. Frequently, it is used. So, why Java? Why not other programming language? Because Java has so many features, like you can say robust, scalable, and object-oriented. And for that nature only, Java still exists in market, and it will never fade. I am giving you the guarantee. And Java with Spring Boot plus microservice architecture has a separate aura, you can say, like, so that's why for that reason Java will never fade. I'll make you understand from scratch what is Java, why Java, how it works in real world. Everything I will explain. Is Java is 100% object oriented or fully object oriented? No, because of primitive data type. But there is a option like we can make primitive to non-primitive type. I'll explain what is primitive, what is non-primitive, and what is data type also. I'll explain you. To run a Java program, few things we record. One is class, object, access modifier, non-access modifier, constructor, methods, data types, variables, and memory. Memory in a sense how it stores the data in the. Okay, I'll just create you a Java class, simple Java class, and I'll make you understand how it works. Uh, we'll create a Java file, commit.java. Always remember, file name should be the class name, because there is a condition in Java, otherwise it will not compile. It's not mandatory, but it will be difficult when you will compile. So for that reason, the class name should be the file name we will keep. And to execute a program, we should be a main method. And there is a system.out.println, which will give you the output, simple output. I'll just show you how it works. I'll explain how it works, how machine understand that okay, it is a Java program, Python program, how it will be understandable. So what we are writing, it's, you can say, it's simple English only, class C, ABC, whatever. But how does the system will understand okay, this is a programming and it has to be work. Java, uh, in Java we have a JDK, Java development kit for different OS. I'm using Windows, so I have already installed a JDK for Windows, and for Mac also there is a separate JDK, and for Linux also there is a separate JDK. Is Java is platform independent or dependent? There is a question. Java is platform independent, but you have to understand how. Java code is like platform independent. You can compile it and make it to a byte code. Once the compiler will compile, the code will convert to a byte code. That byte code is nothing but 0 1. Machine will understandable. Machine can't understand class, Amit, whatever. It will never understand. So to convert from this high level language to byte code, we required a OS based JDK. So you can say JDK is platform dependent. For Windows, there is a JDK. For Mac, there is another JDK. For Linux, also there is a Linux supported JDK. But once the JDK installed, suppose I'll take this byte code and I want to run it in Mac OS, it will run. If there is a JDK, it will run. For that reason, Java is called Aura. Write once, run anywhere. So I'll show you. I'll just compile this Java file. Java C. This is predefined keyword. You just need to remember Java C. Then the class name dot Java. It has to compile, and it also compiles again. There is a dot class file generated. You can see this dot class file is nothing but that is platform independent. Like if you can take this dot class file and you can run in Mac OS or Linux OS also, it will work. So how this hello world will work? Then Java space the class name which I have compiled. See, hello world executed. If you want to run any other things, you can take anything and save it. You have to again compile, otherwise same code will run until and unless the new code is not compiled. It will not give you the latest output. So there is a question how it works. How it works. What is this Amit? What is this class? What is this public? If you are not belong to a computer science background, you will never understand. But still, I will make you explain everything from scratch. How it works. It doesn't matter which background you belong. There are predefined keywords. This is class. This is like anything. You can take like you can take Ajit. Again, you can save it. You can rename the file as you told you. The class name should be the file name because it will be easy to compile and execute. So again, I will take Ajit.java. Now I have changed the name from Amit to Ajit. Again, I just need to compile it. Java C Ajit.java. Then there is a dot class file it's created. If I will just run to Ajit, it will give you the hello DB. So this is user defined. You can take anything based on your class name, and based on that only you have to rename the file. Then class should be create within a block. If you see, this is the ending block, this is the starting block, and this is the ending block, and this is the method starting and ending. What is this public? What is static? What is void? I'll explain you everything from scratch. Public is a access modifier. Like there are two types of modifier. One is access modifier. One is non-access modifier. I'll explain you how it is. Access under access modifier there is you can say public default. Default should be no name. You can, if there is no name has taken except public, private, protected, then that should be default. Default I am just taking the name, but if there is nothing declared in the method, you can consider as it default method. And non-access modifier, these are access modifier. Under non-access modifier, that is you can test static, volatile, transient, so on. I'll explain you what is static, volatile, transient, and how this public private protected it works. So it was taken a name as public. Java as JVM will able to understand, okay, this is public should be execute like it is accessible to JVM. And the static means without method without object you can execute this. What is object I will also tell you. Object is like it has a state and behavior. So to call a method like if I want to call this method in another class, suppose I will create a if I want to create a object, I have to create a constructor of this class Ajit. Yeah, I'll just create an object and I'll show you how the object works. Object is nothing but it is the instance of the class. So how to create an object? I'll take the class name and we'll take the anything here you can take. This is object name and the new keyword is mandatory to create the object. Then the constructor name, even if it is a no argument constructor because there is no argument in inside this constructor. So here I didn't take any parameter. So I just want to call this main method even if it is static. I will call using the object num also it is possible. Obj dot main and I will just show you even the static method we can call that method using that object reference and it will give you the stack overflow error because it is calling inside the method itself. I will just compile it. Yeah, we'll compile and we'll see Java space Ajit. Yeah, it is continuously running hello world because calling the same method inside the method. So it is like a recursion, and I'll explain what is recursion. It is nothing but calling the method itself is called as recursion in Java. So it's stack overflow error it gave. So here we understand that we can call the main method using the object reference. Even we can call it as using the class name because it is static method. Static method we can call using mm, static method we can call using the class name. Here if you see, I'll just again compile it because every time the new code changes you have to compile it and run because otherwise it will give the previous response. Here you can see again we are able to call using the class name. But here a question, if it is a static method, we can call both using the object reference as well as the class name. But if I will create a normal non-static method, public void display, if you see hello display, can I call this method using the class name? I'll show you Ajit dot display. It will show you the error because non-static method we can't call using the reference. If you see inside it will give the compile time error like non-static method display cannot be referenced from a static context. So what we can do, we can call this method using the object reference means obj.display. Now there is no error, it will compile and it will give you the output. Sorry, I just need to compile it. Yeah, see hello dd and hello display. That means if it is a non-static method, there is no static keyword and it is public. Public means it should be visible. I'll explain you what is public, protected, default and private. How the access modifier restricted the call, like if it is private where need to call, if it is public where need to call, and protected and default as well. So using class name only we can call the static method as well as non-static method. But when it comes to non-static method, only using object reference we can call. So this is the basic program. I just explained like how it works. Then we'll see like data types, variables, and other things, how the parameterized constructor and non-parameterized constructor. If here I will just take a int a, like what is int also first I will explain. It is a data type to take a integer value. See here the error is showing. That means you must need to pass the argument. Otherwise it will show the error. If I will pass the argument, if I will just compile it and if I will just run it, it will run. That means the argument should match with the object creation. Then only we can create the object. We can create object in different way like using new keyword and using clone also we can create an object of this class. That is little advanced. I will explain later what is clone and all. First things, what is data types? First we need to run. We need to learn like how this A worked. What do you mean by int? So in my next video, I'll explain everything: data type, variables, class, and then only we'll go deeper. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Thank you.